All right, guys, today we are going to talk about, basically this is a brand new section in this unit, which is solving quadratics by factoring. For the past several days, you've been learning how to factor. You should be pros at it. That's why we're going to start off with we're going to keep doing the same things that we've been doing, but now into a different concept. We're going to go to the next step. Okay, we have to factor first so that we can solve. Okay, that is the whole point of what we're doing right now. In the next several days from this, we will be learning other ways to solve quadratics. But for today, we're going to do factoring because that's what we've been doing for the past several days. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on. Okay, what is our objective? We are trying to solve for the quadratic. When we say to solve, what do you think we're trying to solve for? Okay, well, our goal is trying to find out the values for x. We want the x-intercepts, so that's our goal. Solve for x. In other words, we're finding the x-intercepts. Just going to abbreviate that. Okay, so when we talk about this word right here, should be very familiar to you guys because we've done this before. When we find the x-intercept, when we found it with linear equations, what did we have to do? How did we find x-intercepts? There was two ways that you were taught. You could either cover up y and solve for x, or what did you have to do? Plug 0 into y. So maybe that's what we're going to do today. Okay, so here is our goal. How are we going to do that? All we're going to be doing is setting, eventually you're going to see, we're going to be setting our pieces equal to 0. So we're going to say setting to 0. We'll elaborate more on this. I'm just giving you the basics here, okay? That's our goal. We're trying to find the x-intercepts, so we're going to set everything to 0 and solve for x. Okay? Sounds good to me. So that's the basics of everything. What may we see? I want to give you even a heads up on this. What type of solutions may we run into? Okay? The first type of solution that we might run into is something like, oh, I don't know. Something like this. How about okay, there's two types that we're going to run into. We're going to run into two solutions, and we're going to run into a one solution. Tomorrow, you're actually going to learn what this is all about, so I'm not going to really get into that. But this is what we're going to see when we are factoring. Okay? All right. Let's go ahead and write some steps down, once again, to just organize our brain about what we're actually going to be doing. Okay? So let me put down the steps. Okay, step number 1 is going to be pretty easy. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. Okay, we're going to factor completely. Okay, factor completely. We got to factor totally to this furthest point. Okay, once we do that, we're going to set each piece equal to 0. Okay, and we're going to talk about what each piece means here in a second when I actually give you an example. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and actually try some examples.